YouTube, what's up? YouTube, what's up? This is Zell Nation. Zell Nation. What's up, YouTube? This is Zell Nation. But for me, I just hope everybody just had a good day. Because like for me, right, I hope everybody just had a positive good day. In my opinion, because I think everybody for me deserve to have a good day. In my opinion, if you had a good day, then that's good in my opinion. But 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 the thing is, sound like in my opinion, right? If y'all had a good day, that's good. Because like in my opinion, right? Um, I like DC, I like Marvel, and plus I like DC, Marvel, and plus I like other and plus I like other franchises in my opinion. Because like in my opinion, right? DC and Marvel is not the only franchises that's out there. But the thing is like in my opinion, right? DC and Marvel is not the only two franchises that's actually good in my opinion. Because in my opinion, right, if they could bring other franchises, something like Power Rangers up, like Gundam, of all them other anime stuff like that, I think. So like in my opinion, right, that could actually be a good thing in my opinion, a good thing. But that's just my opinion. What I think about it, and that just me and my opinion. Oh, Tony, what's up, Tony? Did you have a really good day? Because my day was good so far. Because like in my opinion, right, if they could bring in other good franchises and stuff like that inside the onto the mainstream, because we got franchise sound like a Gundam series that they could bring a Gundam franchise, or like in my opinion, they could bring Gundam. They could bring how do I say this? Gundam, Beetleborg, Power Rangers, and all the other franchises. That's actually good in my opinion. I- If they could bring that onto the screen, I think that would be a good thing. And GI Joe is already coming out. This is what a franchise like I think. And this link for anybody who just want to come in. Because like in my opinion, right, if they can bring in if they can bring in more, how can I say this? If they can bring in more characters, like the sound like Marvel did, that would be a good thing, in my opinion. Sound like, in my opinion, now, they're just me. They're just me, in my opinion. If they could bring in like more, because like in my opinion, if they could bring in like a real good franchises, like I think that probably could sound like but this just me, in my opinion, the things I'll bring on, I will bring on a Gundam series. I will bring on a Power Ranger series. I will bring on how can I say this? Power Ranger Gundam, and I will bring how can I say this? and I will also, but I will also bring on some other. Because, like in my opinion, if they could bring on like some other franchises, like I think that could be good, in my opinion. Because like for me, right, if other studios probably could do something different but also good, sounds like the let me give an example. The multiverse was actually good because the multiverse had built up their universe slowly. They didn't deal like the MCU, but they built their own universe because you look at it, they had Godzilla 2014, the first one. The second one, Godzilla. The second one was how can I say, Kong Skull Island. The third one was Godzilla King of Monsters, and the fourth one built up all that built up until King Kong versus Godzilla, and plus after that, they could still bring on more stuff. In my opinion, they could still bring on if they could still bring, and they could also bring on more. How can I say this? And they could bring on more stuff like that. In my opinion, if y'all got questions just about anything like DC, Marvel, anything like that, because like for me, I will be telling my opinion what I think about the Eternals. I will also be telling like some Star Wars stuff that I would think will actually be good. I think in my opinion, which be good, which not, and which one would you and plus for me, which one would you do? Because like in my opinion, if they can bring in more stuff, like I think, in my opinion, right, we need more franchises. Now that we can do some of the franchises, and we can do more like in one-off movies, more one-off movies that can actually be that, in my opinion. But that's just me, in my opinion. That just what I think about it. Because like in my opinion, right, if they can bring in more stuff, like I think, but it'd be better and good in my opinion. But we need more franchises. We need better movie for the franchises, and we need to hold these studios accountable. Like I think, in my opinion, sound like the MCU slacking off. Seem like sound like it. In my opinion, like how can I say this? We need more. That just me, in my opinion, sounds like the stuff that we should be talking about. Like I think, in my opinion, because like in my opinion, this stream be about right here? Marvel news and Star Wars and DC. I like DC, Marvel, and Star Wars all together. I like all the franchises in my opinion, but y'all could agree, y'all can agree or disagree. So in my opinion, if y'all like it, don't like it, yeah. These are the string we about today. It'll be Marvel, DC. It would be about Marvel, DC, and other franchises. Like I think it probably should do, in my opinion. The upcoming Marvel movies for Phase 4. because like for me, like I think the MCU need to change their formula time for movies. Like I think, in my opinion, right here, right. Let me write my banner thing. Does Marvel need to change? Does Marvel need to change? Just in my opinion, right? I don't think Marvel don't need to change everything, but for Marvel do need to change some of the formula. I think time for movies. That just me and my opinion sound like they do need to change some of the stuff time for movies. In my opinion, if they can't change the way they make their movies, then everybody else catch up. Sound like DC. If DC catch up, if Marvel catch up, everything else like that, in my opinion, then Marvel will be in trouble if they don't catch up. But that's just me and my opinion, though. That's just what I think. Sound like if somebody that is the MCU fan, if they can actually explain to themselves what they think about if Marvel could change certain stuff, everything like that. My opinion sound like um just just don't make so much of the movies and shows comedic based on characters that don't need it. We could look at it like for the shows sound like how can I say this? Shows and stuff sound like how can I say this? How can I say this without being mean? Sound like Captain America the Winter Soldier. That they had this Flash Smashers that wasn't even just that train and anything like that. That but that's just me in my opinion. But that's just me in my opinion. It sound like what would y'all be talking about? That sound like me in my opinion, right? I wouldn't be trying to make the Marvel so comedic because we know like the old serious characters, these more serious characters sound like Captain America, Blade that coming out, everything else like that that was coming out just from the MCU. They can't be trying to do all this because they can't be trying to do this and do that. Like I think, in my opinion, that but that's just me. That just me. In my opinion, sound like the Blade movie. They cannot afford to make Blade a comedic, a big old comedic movie. I think it sounds like we can't afford to do that. Because like for me, right, Blade is like how can I say this? Blade is a serious character, and my standards for Blade is Wesley Snipes when he played in the '90s. That is my how can I say this? That is my recover. That is my how can I say this? But that just me. That just my standards term for movies and anything like that. It sound like, in my opinion, it sound like I wouldn't to be doing all that in my opinion, but that's just me. It sound like time for me and time for shows and stuff like that. I hope these shows don't be so how can I say this? These shows won't be so one sided. So so funny anything like that, in my opinion. It's sound like for me, right? I wouldn't have been doing a show that is too comedy. So like in my opinion, I wouldn't have been doing that. And plus I wouldn't have been doing all that comedy stuff, in my opinion. But everybody different. Everybody's different though. Everybody different. If they would do comedy or not, everybody's different though. Me, I'm not comedy with it, but 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 they just with me. Time for me. If I was doing the show, everything like that, did a Marvel show, I will make it kind of like a serious type of show. Like I think, so like in my opinion, I wouldn't have been doing all that. Yeah, it's like me. In my opinion, man. My opinion based on these shows and everything like that they're gonna be doing. It sounds like I just hope they just respect the property and just make an average to good, the average to excellent show. Because because like for me, One Division brought down my expectations. And this one Marvel brought it right back up. No, not Marvel, but Marvel, Captain America, Captain Falcon, and the Winter Soldier. That's the show that brought my expectations again because once One Division didn't do it. Because like people that saying that One Division actually good. One Division is not a good show in my opinion. That just me. That that just me in my opinion. That's what I think. I think One Division is not a real good. It's not a real excellent show, but it's just an average show, and that is not good based on a character that I actually like. I actually like One Division, that character. I actually like it. But this show right here, One Division, actually don't sound like for me, in my opinion, One Division needs some work. If she goes to the MCU Doctor Strange movie, because like for me, right, they seem like they play around with the idea of X-Men without bringing the X-Men in, which is dumb because you gotta put in Quicksilver, Joker not. You should not be doing that. You should not be doing that. Like I think, in my opinion, I wouldn't be doing that. I wouldn't do that in my opinion. I wouldn't even have brought in a how can I say this? They bringing in all types of Marvel. They're bringing in Nova now. And it's sound like for me, which is dumb. Because Nova should have been introduced. Sound like in my opinion, like sound like for me, right? I wouldn't have been bringing in all them type of stuff. Like I think in my opinion, sound like in my opinion, right? I wouldn't be doing that. It's, it's sound like in my opinion, the sound in my opinion, I wouldn't have brought in the One Division show just until you had a real good script of her fighting that and Vision. I like Vision in that show more than I like on both of them. But for me, I'm more of a Vision person be, because, like for me, right, the One Division show was actually good. Vision actually was doing things. He was trying to figure out what was happening. He was trying to figure out, in my opinion, that's just my opinion. I think that she was trying. It sound like, in my opinion, right? Um, I think that they was actually doing a good thing, in my opinion. That One Division show. I understand the stuff that they were trying to do, but the One Division show wasn't not a good show like that. That's just me and my opinion about it. It's what I think. But the thing is, like, sound like for me, man, sound like for me, but I wouldn't have been doing all that. I wouldn't have been trying to teach that X Men if you wanted to show Quicksilver as an X Men and you name it how can I say this? Ralph Bonner? Bonner or something like that. Bonner, which is was a dumb name in my opinion, which was dumb. The thing is, people would agree, people might not agree. But time for me is like I don't think that in my opinion, I don't think that would have been good. Just to try to tease it, because you look at it, boy, she was angry about that. And time for me, I couldn't argue with that. I could not have argued. I could not have argued with people. I could not argue with people that was mad or not. I couldn't do it because, like for me, how you expect me to angry with somebody that actually, in my opinion, I couldn't be mad at that. In my opinion, I couldn't. You because then about it, if you look at it, they're supposed to be uh, be- because, like in my opinion, right, I wouldn't have been doing all that. I, I wouldn't have been trying to tease everybody and stuff like that. In my opinion, and that just me. Because, like for me, I wouldn't be trying to tease this person right here. Just trying to tease people with all these type of how can I say this? I wouldn't be trying to tease this one, and tease that one. In my opinion, that and sound like for me, right? I wouldn't have been doing all that. I wouldn't have been doing this and doing that with the MCU because like seeing like the MCU just want to pick out the stuff that they want to do and stuff. Seems like to me something like let me give you an example. Let me give you an example. What I talked about. I hope I still get the picture. This show right here. This show, One Division. I was hyped for this show. This show, this show right here had my attention because that's what because you know what I was saying. I just was saying, tell some if they were trying to talk about this and talk about that, in my opinion, that and this show right here had they just had disappointed me, in my opinion. Because like me, in my opinion, because like in my opinion, right, if a show that show got me interested, but the ending of but the episodes was boring though, man. Because like in my opinion, man, the episodes just boring in my opinion. The WandaVision show, in my opinion. But the thing is, y'all can agree, disagree. Y'all can comment and say if I think the show is boring. Because like in my opinion, if y'all think the show is boring, y'all could. If y'all think the show was good, that's good as well. Be- 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 because like in my opinion, I think the show was boring and the show had wasted my time. Saying like, except for the last 2 or 3 episodes that saved it, that saved the show for me. Be, because my grade with the show was a C plus. That show was a C plus in my opinion. Was a C plus. But that's just me in my opinion, and that's just what I think this show was a C plus. Then if y'all got a different grade for the show, then y'all could down below tell me or just send me. Then y'all could if y'all want to. Because like in my opinion, the show and the show for me is actually good. And for me, right, the on that show that on that how can I say this? How could I say this? How can I say this without being mean? Because like for me, right, if some of these shows could be good, in my opinion, could be good. Coming up, some like the Arthur Exit Moon Knight show. If that Moon Knight show could be good as well, be, because that Moon Knight show would actually that would actually test out how far doing these shows, how graphic or how much or just how much Marvel is willing to go right now. I think with these shows and with their is the live streaming. Yeah, be because like for me, right, if they can actually bring if they can bring realism to it, like I think to the show, sound like the how could I say this? This show, that outside the show, like I think could be good. The Moon Knight show, but the thing is, but that Moon Knight show got to be good because the things about the Moon Knight show, like I heard about, it's supposed to be that it's something like Batman. I think that he's like a Batman type character with powers. That is my opinion. That y'all Marvel people to be mad all y'all want to, but that's what is true. He is a Batman character. He is a Batman like character. Y'all might not agree with me dealing that all y'all want to, but y'all know it's true. Y'all know that this character Moon Knight, how do I say this? Let me see it. Be, because we all know that Moon Knight is just another Batman like character, in my opinion. Y'all can like it, not like it, but that is my opinion. But the thing is, this when the Ice to Azure show come out, that on the Moon Knight show, when his Moon Knight show come out, if y'all don't know who Oscar Isaac is, he played Poe in Star Wars. If y'all don't know who he is, I'm just gonna tell you when the movie was in. It just was right here. He supposed to be how can I say this? A Batman like character, just with a white suit. he got powers of some kind of Egyptian thing. Something like that, in my opinion. That but the thing is, I probably got to show y'all a picture of him. In my opinion, have me trouble that because like in my opinion, if y'all don't know character, then y'all might be confused. I think I got a picture of him right here. Come on, let me get let me show y'all the characters. The Moon Knight character. It should be coming up. Because like in my opinion, that Moon Knight could be a real good. It could have been real good. I think that Moon Knight show is actually good. It could be a good series. I think the Moon Knight. But the thing is, if the Moon Knight series not good, and Disney and and Disney supposed to go serious with that, then Disney in trouble because we all know that Captain America that sound like Captain America, sound like Captain America and the Winter Soldier is that because like in my opinion, if they can bring in that because like in my opinion, if they could bring in like a whole different standards time for that show, because like in my opinion, right, if they could bring in sound like all this and all that, like I think in my opinion, it could be a real good. It could be a real good show if they can actually bring in different stuff. Like I think in my opinion, it could be good. But that's just me, in my opinion. Sounds like I think this series could be a B plus to a A minus series. Then this is me being objective, and I am a DC fan. I'm a DC fan, and plus I'm saying this series could be it could be a B plus to a A minus series, known as everything like I know about the series so far. That's just me. That That's just me. That's just what I think this series could be. Like I think, in my opinion, if y'all got a different opinion about it, then y'all could type it in the chat. If y'all got questions for me, anything like that, dealing with Marvel, be because it's not talking about now. It's Marvel stuff. It sound like the Marvel article, like I got. It's, sound like in my opinion, sound like this Marvel article I got up upcoming Phase 4 release dates. Phase 4. I'm I'm I- I'm kind of late based on this news and stuff like that. Phase 4. Okay. Because like for me, right, if these Phase 4 release dates do not hit, do not hit with a general audience, then Marvel is in trouble. I think it's in trouble. It might it might like me for saying that, but it's true that the MCU will be in trouble. This phase don't hit because this phase got to hit. This phase got to be good, and this phase got to be good. I think, in my opinion, because for me, right, if they don't get like these phase movies got to be good, next four for Marvel, then this universe is in trouble. I think, in my opinion, I think, in my opinion, this universe is in trouble. Then y'all might not like me for saying this. They don't actually, they don't actually do the type of stuff. I think, in my, if if they don't take it seriously, I think, in my opinion, me think. Let me share the screen of the MCU release dates when these so-called dates supposed to come on. Okay, right there, share. Done that. And shoot, man, I don't care about the video. I don't care about that. This is the Marvel Universe big plans keep all incoming Marvel script movies laid out for the next 4 years of the Marvel. Let me see. The Marvel films in this feature will take you all feature official titles announced for Phase 4 and 5, as well as the unscheduled superhero movie that is currently in development. Okay, these all of them. This is all scheduled and plus unscheduled. Phase 4, right here. These are the movies supposed to coming out. Black Widow, Black Widow, July 9th. Spain, that because, like, for me, I believe that Black Widow should have got her movie before Captain Marvel. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, some people might not agree with that. But that's just me. But I just think that this character right here, Black Widow, that that is, she should have been her own movie even before Captain Marvel actually got in the universe. Say like fan sprint, yeah. Oh yeah, and but it didn't wind up happening as both Evangeline Lily Hope, who plays Lost, and Brie Larson, who plays as I gotta say Captain Marvel. Brie Larson, Karen, who plays Carol Danvers, Captain Marvel, which they should have had a mad Captain Marvel movie first. Within this movie, the new Captain Marvel, but they did it. They did it for agenda. I understand the reason why they did it, which was dumb, in my opinion. But the thing is, I mean, that's how people do stuff. Sometimes for companies to do for agenda, just instead of doing them for everything else like that. I think, in my opinion. And the next movie is Shang-Chi, the Legend of the Ten Rings, September 3rd, September 3rd, 2021. It explored a wide number of genres over the years. So, like, in my opinion, the universe wide number of genres went over the over your experience thrillers that was Captain America Winter Soldier to the Neo Road Iron Man 3. Phase 4 make their first Kung Fu system on Marvel movies, currently developed but slowly moving, for a hero named Shang-Chi, was introduced into the Marvel page in 1973. Shang-Chi, Legend of the Ten Rings, in March 2019. The studio hired Daniel Craig to take him on the project, including a 2013 indie film, Short Turn 12, hard hitting drama, Just Mercy. Wait a minute, Just Mercy? I like that one. I like that movie. That, that movie actually was good, I think, in my opinion. That on the camera. That Just Mercy movie. I like that movie. But the thing with Shang-Chi is, like, I am excited for the movie, but but I think I see the trailer. I think I saw the trailer, but I'm not sure now. Eternals, Eternals. I saw some pictures of them and stuff like that. I'm not impressed by them, but the thing is, the thing about the trailer is like I was kind of disappointed. I was kind of disappointed in the trailer, but the thing is, if y'all can agree, be, be, because like for me, if y'all can agree or disagree, I, y'all can agree or disagree in my opinion. That because like in my opinion, man, half the movies wouldn't be good if it wasn't for the if it wasn't for actors being in the movies. I think something like Eternals, Eternals got all star cast, as I seen everything like that. They wouldn't be. They're just an average movie. Like I think, in my opinion, it's gonna be an average movie. I think Eternals might be just an average movie, and this movie might not make a whole lot of money. But the thing is, it would just build onto the MCU, and that just what I think this movie will be. And Spider-Man: No Way Home, and this is one of the few movies that I got high expectations for. It's Spider-Man: No Way Home, the third Spider-Man movie with Tom Holland. He got to be older, and plus he better be just a good Spider-Man movie. He better be good, in my opinion. In my opinion, that's just me. In my opinion, and that's what I think about it. Everything else, I think, in my opinion, that's just me. In my opinion, and that's what I think of it. Everything else like that, and that's what I think these shows could have been about. But that's just me, in my opinion. It sounds like this movie, Oh, shucks. I hate this when it pop up on me. Dang, Marvel 2007. Yep, right there. This the last movie? No, that can't be the last. Yeah, Doctor Strange. Wait a minute, that coming out next year? Wait a minute. This movie coming out next year? Doctor Strange movie? Yeah, I understand why. Doctor Strange, Market of Madness. Yes, I know we're coming out. Thor. This character Thor is not Thor in his movies, man. He's somewhat Thor, but he's not Thor. He could have just made him just comedy without being that just me, in my opinion. That and that is dumb, in my opinion. That just me, in my opinion, and that just what I think about everything like that. That just me, in my opinion. That's what I think of this movie. March, man, this Thor movie. This story movie just gonna get me bored. I think, in my opinion, this movie right here got me bored. Everything else like that. But shoot, this is gonna be a boring movie. I think, in my opinion. But the thing is, y'all can agree or disagree. But like for me, right, if this can actually be a real good franchise movie and stuff like that, that's gonna be a good thing. And that could be a bad thing. Like I think in my opinion, that could be a bad thing. It could be a good thing. And time for me, right, I think this could be a bad thing. And that just me in my opinion. Sound like I wouldn't be doing all that, everything in my opinion. But that's just me in my opinion. And that's what I and that's what I and that's just what I and that just me. That just me. That's what I think these movies, man. These movies could be good, but not bad. And plus my other movies, I think they could be about. Let me see. Because me being born, I'm just gonna stop reading. Because the Marvel universe don't change. Black Panther. That This might be the last time I had for doing it. And they need to cast a new Black Panther, but it's just me and my opinion about it. And these are just some of the movies like this you can look forward to in Phase Four. Because, like in my opinion, because in my opinion, they need to cast a new Black Panther. People might not agree to what I got to say, but you got to cast a new Black Panther in my opinion. Because like for me in my opinion, if you don't cast a new Black Panther, that there's going to be some problems like that. I think in my opinion, but then some people might agree, some people might not. But the thing is, in my opinion, like this should be a good thing. But it's that just me in my opinion. Sound like the and that just my opinion, and that just what I think of in my opinion. Sound like we should cast just new Black Panther in my opinion. We should do that. And plus for Star Wars. And and wait a minute. And this is it just for my Marvel stuff, everything like that. Because like in my opinion, right? Because like in my opinion, we need cast new stuff. We need a new Star Wars stuff in the future. We need to stop my how can I say this? But that's just me in my opinion. It sounds like if y'all gotta be how can I say this, doing all this and doing all that in my opinion, then that's gonna be a problem. In my opinion, that's gonna be a big problem because we should not be trying to do this and do that. In my opinion, yeah. Be, because like for me, right, if you got me doing this and doing that, and this doing the throughout the Marvel universe, like I think in my opinion, but it's just me, my opinion, and that's what everybody should think. And the next thing that I got me talking about, let me try to bring up Star Wars. Star Wars. This is my opinion on Star Wars. Star Wars is good. Star Wars is good, but also not in a good place at the same time. But what am I saying? Just by saying Star Wars is it just in the right place, or Star Wars is getting into the right place, but not there yet. The three movies. No. It wasn't three movies. The Force Awakens, the first one was good. Then on the last two of sequel trilogy kills the franchise. That killed the franchise, the Star Wars movies. It did. I don't want anybody to tell me it didn't because it did. That is my opinion. That's my opinion, and that is what I think. Because it did kill the franchise, and because it did divide a fan base. That movie that killed a fan base. The last Jedi, and the right that it was really the last Jedi that killed the franchise. Because Ron Johnson, he did his own thing, killed the franchise. He thought he know he was doing, but it was done. It was over. It was over for him. Because like for me, I wouldn't have got him to do just to do the Jedi movie. I would have got Zack Snyder or somebody who knew action or who know how to tell long stories. Because you need somebody that know how to tell long stories in a movie, or some kind or who know how to do action. Because action those movies, it was all right, but it wasn't the best in my opinion. It was good, but it wasn't the best. And for the thing, in my opinion, that just me in my opinion though. That just me in my opinion. If Star Wars just start getting its stuff together, the Boba Fett show gonna have to be good, and push the next season of just the Mandalorian, and just had to straighten stuff out that was in the old Star Wars, just make the new ones look good, and just have to make the new ones just look, how can I say this, right, in my opinion. But the thing is, they could be good. That could be a good thing. Is in the Mandalorian screwing up the universe or bad, which is sad in my opinion. But it's just me in my opinion. That's just me in my opinion, and that's what I think. That could be a bad thing, and that could be a bad thing in my opinion, or it could be good. But the thing is, everybody is good. Everything is good in my opinion. It could be good, bad. It just depends on y'all what y'all think the Star Wars universe is going by. Because for me, I like Star Wars. Star Wars for me was a good. It was a good franchise for me to It was a good franchise for me to go to. I was younger. It was one of my franchises how I was younger, but as I got older, and as I got older, it still was good with the anime shows, everything like that. But the movies have ruined it. The new movies have ruined the franchise for me. It didn't ruin it, but I just like the old ones more than the new ones. But the thing is, some of the characters up in the new Star Wars was wasted, in my opinion. It was wasted. Finn was wasted. Ray was wasted. Poe. Everybody just had agendas all throughout this movie. Instead of them just try to tell a good story, they try to get their own agenda within it, which is dumb in my opinion. Because you can't be doing all these agenda stuff, everything like that. In my opinion, you want this agenda, you want that agenda. Say I'm moving. That's what. This just tell me a good story. That's all I want. I just want a good story. Just give me a good story, and plus I'm good with it. I am good with a good story. But the thing is, in my opinion, it's like I think that some people and just not good with a good story. Some people do, some people don't. But that's just me in my opinion. That's just me in my opinion. That's just what I think about the Star Wars universe. The Star Wars universe is just a C plus right now. It's at a C plus. It and for the Star Wars universe, it's only at C plus because of the first two. It was at an F just when the Secret Trilogy came out. It went for an F. But then just the first season Mandalorian came on, it went to a D plus, a D plus to a D minus, and just when the second season Mandalorian in, it went to a C to a C plus. But that show, the Bad Batch, that little kid, I can't believe this. They got this little girl doing stuff that shucks. The big old trained military people seem like they can't do, which is dumb, I think, in my opinion. But the Bad Batch show, it sounds like just an average kid show. I can tell. I can tell that it just for kids like I think, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion. That's what I think. And plus YouTube, Twitch. I see YouTube, Twitch. I'll see y'all later. And plus, I will be streaming next week Wednesday. Next week Wednesday. I'll see y'all later.